In this video I'm going to show you how to do Edexcel A-Level Maths from June 2019, Paper 1, Question 5. My name is Sunil Tanna. I'm a tutor and author. I'm available for one-to-one tuition, both online and in person. I live in Buckinghamshire, England. Question 5. f of x is equal to 2x squared plus 4x plus 9, where x is a real number. A. Write f of x in the form of a brackets x plus b squared plus c, where a, b and c are integers to be found. Okay, this is completing the square. So what you first of all do is take out the common factor of 2 for the first two terms. So for part A, f of x will be equal to 2 times x squared plus 2x in brackets plus 9. Now you can complete the square on the inside of that bracket, so it will be equal to 2. Halving that 2x will be x plus 1 squared. That will give us an extra 1, so do minus 1 plus 9. And now we can expand the brackets, which will give us 2, x plus 1 squared minus 2 plus 9. And now we can combine the last two terms. So 2, x plus 1 squared plus 7. So we could write on the side here, a was equal to 2, b is equal to 1, and c is equal to 7. Part B of the question, sketch the curve. Well, we know it's a positive quadratic, which means it's going to be a U-shaped parabola, this shape here. We also know, because we've completed the square, that the minimum of the curve will be at x equals minus 1 and y equals 7. We know that because the inside of the square has to be 0 at the minimum, and then we'd have 2 times 0 plus 7 would give the minimum y value. So drawing that, we are going to have this sort of shape here, where the minimum here is minus 1, 7. Now we just need the y-intercept here, which will be, we can use from the original equation. We put x is equal to 0, and we'll see that the y value comes as 9. So 0, 9 is the y-intercept. And that completes part B of the question. Part C1, describe fully the transformation that maps the curve with the equation y equals f of x into the curve with y equals g of x, where g of x is equal to 2, x minus 2 in bracket squared plus 4x minus 3. Okay, the first thing you'll notice is that in the square term, we've got x minus 2, which corresponds to a translation in the x direction. But the other term, we don't currently have a x minus 2 equivalent translation on that. So what we need to do is rewrite g of x in a slightly different way. So first of all, we'll write g of x is equal to 2 x minus 2 squared. And then instead of 4x, we're going to write 4 times x minus 2, which will give us an extra minus 8. So what we need to do, instead of having minus 3 on the end, we add 8 to it, so we're going to have plus 5. And now we can see that the x term has been transformed to x minus 2, and the y term has gone, the last coefficient has gone down from 9 to 5. So what's happened is we have a translation in the x direction. Remember, if it's an x direction, it's always kind of the opposite. So instead of being minus 2, it will be plus 2. And in the y direction, we've gone from 9 to 5, so we've gone minus 4. So that's the transformation. Finally, the range of this function, h of x is equal to 21 over 2x squared plus 4x plus 9. Now, if you look at the bottom of h of x, it's the original f of x function, and we already know that f of x is greater than or equal to 7, because the y value in the graph is always 7 or more. So g of x will always be 21 divided by 7 or more. If it's divided by 7, the y value would be 3. If it's a bit more than 7, then the y value will be less than 3. But the y value will always be positive, so we can never get to 0, and we can never get to a minus value. So h of x is between 0 and then less than or equal to 3. And that completes the question.